welcome to the Wrestle Magic pod. I am your host, KingScully, and I'm representing the UK all day. And today my guest is also from the UK, but unlike me, he's travelled the world. I've only been to a few places. He is the Wonder Kid, Jonny Storm. Thank you for coming on, Jonny. How are you today?
Well, pleasure, man. I'm honoured to be in the presence of the king.
Yeah, well, thanks. It is quite a funny name, but yeah. So yeah, the first thing I want to ask you to do is tell us about your book, because I know you got an autobiography, and I think we should kickstart with that. And if you got a copy with you, if you could show it on the screen as well.
You know what? I should have one right here in my bag. One sec. There we go. You guys see that?
Yep, perfect.
Yeah, I wrote it. It came out in Christmas time last year, so it's been available about 6-7 months now. And it took me 3 years to write it. I've never written a book before or anything like that, and not since probably school have I sat at a computer and typed. I had a broken computer, so the caps lock button didn't work, so I'm having to press shift every time I did the capital letter, and just stupid things like that just happened to me. And I sort of started. It was during the first sort of main COVID lockdown time when I started it, and it was more just for me, just to have it, because I knew, when I do eventually retire, I wanted those memories put away somewhere where I can always look back on it, And I never really thought about going the whole hog, releasing the book and selling it and all that kind of stuff. It was just sort of a bit of fun, But then the more I went on with it, the last sort of year and a half, I would say, I really focused on it properly, and started doing it dedicated, about 2 hours here, 2 hours there, 2 hours there, sort of 6 hours a week on it, and really got my head down to get it done. And by that time, it just coincided with this year, which is my 30th year in professional wrestling. So time-wise, it actually worked out really, really well to coincide with that. So here we are now, and the response I've had has just been absolutely phenomenal. The support from friends and so many fans from all over the world. It's a lot of love, which is really appreciated.
Can I ask how many pages is it?
Of course you can, man. It's a big old book, right?
It looks. Yeah.
It's meaty. It's do you know what? I've not read it since I finished writing it. As soon as I finished it and got it all sorted, I've not looked at it since, other than taking it to shows and stuff. I think it's something like 303 pages.
Whoa.
So the thing is with this one, right? The ones that I sell on my big cartel site, the pages in this book are actually made of silk. I paid a little bit more to get silk pages in. So if you do get the ones off me, off Big Cartel, which I can also sign as well, you'll be getting silk pages of it. And they are actually really different, because I've seen the Amazon ones that Amazon send out. And just the texture of it's different. It's the same book and everything, but it was a nice little touch, I think, from a personal thing from me to, if people want to get it direct from me, you know what I mean?
What is, can you tell everybody what the site is, please?
Yeah, sure. It's www.johnnystorm.bigcartel.com. And if you go on there, you've got the option just to buy the book alone, or you can get signed copies. It's $19.99 for the book on its own, or if you do want to sign one, it's $24.99, including postage. So for like an extra, pound and something more, you can get a signed copy, which includes the postage. So for me, it's better.
Yeah, that definitely is. It's definitely something you can keep.
Yeah, but it was a labour of love, going back through all the years. I mean, obviously I've had to have my memory jogged quite a lot, and I've done so much research. I mean, certain things you do remember throughout your career, but certain things you don't. So I go back and watch a load of my more most significant matches, shall we say, and I go back and watch them, and then that would sort of remind me, oh, this happened then, or that happened then. And, you know, I'd try and get in contact with as many people as I could along that journey, whether they be British guys, American guys, Japanese guys, reporters, historians, just to add a little bit of substance to it as well, you know, because it's all very well me going in there and just saying I did this, this and this and this. But if it's other people saying it as well, it sort of adds credibility to it, if you know what I mean. And I've been really lucky that I had so many great responses. And literally all I did was say to like these guys, write whatever you want and I'll just put it in the book. And that's exactly as it is, you know.
Yeah, that sounds really good. Like, I think I'm gonna.
You need to get a copy, King. You're the king.
I'll get a copy. I will get a copy of it for sure.
I'll give you a little taster, though, right? On the back of it, I don't know if you can see that properly, but there's some very famous names in the world of professional wrestling who contributed towards it. We've got Will Ospreay, obviously, here. We've got Saraya, who was obviously Paige in WWE, Jeff Jarrett, Al Snow, Nick Aldis. We've got Jerry Lynn in there. We've got Jodie Fleisch. We've got Doug Williams. So many people. But I didn't want to say too much about who was in it, you know, because I want people to read it and then just be like, oh, damn, like they're in it. Oh, damn, they're in it, you know.
Yeah, it looks really good and really interesting.
Thank you. Thank you.
So before we speak about your career, so this isn't... we met each other and you was quite short, to be honest, but you're still taller than me because I'm a midget. But did you find that difficult to get into wrestling because of your height?
Well, when I got into wrestling, it was 1995, and obviously WWF, as it was back then, was renowned for just being the land of the giants, wasn't it? It was very rare that they had the smaller guys or non-bodybuilding guys, you know. So I wouldn't say it was that much of a problem in the UK. It was to get into the wrestling, but as far as the perception of you didn't have to be a bodybuilder to be a British wrestler, if you know what I mean. Because if you go back and watch all like the old World of Sport and stuff like that, like there were guys in shape and things like that, but there was also a lot of, it was a whole plethora of different shapes and size of wrestlers, wasn't it? You know, so we didn't really focus on that so much in the UK. So I wouldn't say the height was a problem, but getting into the business 100% in the 90s, mid-90s when I came in was extremely difficult, really hard.
Yeah, I can imagine. My dad, he used to watch like Mick McManus and Giant Haystacks and all that. And he used to love it. He used to sit with his mom and they used to like shout at the TV or whatever. He used to tell me all about that. But with regards to in the UK, so I did want to do wrestling, but I didn't know where to go. Like I was like, I didn't even know where to go for wrestling school or anything. Did you find it difficult? Like, because
it was, I think, for me.
Yeah, because now there's probably quite a few schools now.
Oh,
back then there wasn't, was there? So.
No, like I say, I found or just happened to. I used to go to a lot of old British wrestling shows just to watch the matches, and it just so happened one of the shows one night we were at, the guy who ran pretty much the only training school in the UK at that time was buying the ring off the promoter. So someone just mentioned it to us, and we used to go around the back to meet the wrestlers, get a picture and get an autograph and that. And just got talking to this guy, and he just said, yeah, just come down and train. We're like, what? You know, I mean, we didn't know this was a thing. We didn't know there was such a thing as wrestling schools, you know, so we just thought, oh, it would be a laugh. We'll go down there and have a muck around, which is pretty much what we did. But yeah, it was just by chance. Like I never ever dreamed of actually becoming a wrestler. I'll talk about it in the book, you know. It's one of those coincidences in life, you know, and how it took a turn for me at that particular time.
Yeah. So who like growing up, who was like your favourite sort of wrestlers, or who did you really like?
I mean, I was into wrestling since 89. My first pay-per-view was the Survivor Series 1989, which was the Hulkamaniacs against the $1 Million Dream Team, if you remember that. So I was obviously a huge Hulkamaniac, Ultimate Warrior, all like the iconic 80s stars, basically. I was a big fan of those.
Yeah, my dad loved Ultimate Warrior. He was his favourite as well. And well, it's like when you watch him, you're just like, he must like waste so much energy just running straight down the ring, running around the ring.
Even now, I couldn't do that, man. Yeah.
No, you missed that.
30 years ago, I couldn't do that either.
No. Okay. So the next one is so I first seen you in FWA, and I think I was probably I might have been a teenager, maybe, because I don't think I'm that much younger than you. I don't think.
Okay.
And yeah, your name is one of the ones I remember. Alex Shane, he was like the bad guy, wasn't he? I think. And, yeah, you had Doug Williams.
Yeah.
But you were like the baby face more than anything, wasn't you? How did you get into the FWA? Because it started in the 90s, didn't it? I believe.
Yeah, it was. I think the first show was 99. I think. I was at this training school for about 4 years, and actually, I was a heel for those first 4 years of my career. So I hadn't really been a good guy yet. So coming into the FWA as a good guy, that was a whole new experience for me. But the way it came about was I'd left the school, and I went to a show where a friend of mine was wrestling on it. And it just so happened, again, one of these life coincidences, that the guy there was Mark Sloan, who actually began the FWA. You know, it was his baby from the start, and he was just there watching the show as well. And we just got casually chatting. I was introduced to him through a friend of mine, and he just said, yeah, just come down to the show. And it wasn't actually the FWA as we know it now. When it first started, it was called Fratton Wrestling Alliance, because where Mark Sloan lived at the time was in a place called Fratton.
That's Portsmouth, isn't it?
Yeah, exactly. Portsmouth. Yeah. So it wasn't till a bit later when they started expanding all over the UK and stuff that you couldn't really call it Fratton Wrestling, because that's just in that area technically, isn't it? You know, so that's when it changed, obviously, Frontier Wrestling Alliance, and became what everybody knows it as now. But yeah, it's just pure coincidence and meeting people through people and stuff like that. That's how a lot of wrestling was done back in those days. You know, how you get booked on shows as well. It'll be through other wrestlers or through connections and stuff. I guess it was like a pre-internet thing, but through humans doing it rather than digital.
Yeah, because I think it was on the Sky channel, wasn't it? And back then, Sky, I doubt many people bother watching Sky now, but back then, I think it was on like a free channel on Sky. I can't remember what channel it was on.
Right.
But that's where I used to watch it, and I thought it was quite good. I think I probably watched it on a Saturday, I think, if I remember.
I have no idea.
No.
No idea. I know it was on a local channel. It was definitely on in the Hampshire area.
Oh, okay.
I can't remember exactly like what channel or anything like that. I hate watching myself wrestle personally, so...
you don't like it.
I don't know, it's just one of those things, you know.
My other question was, obviously, with wrestling, there's the in-skill thing, and then there's the promo thing. How do you find, like, promos? Do you find them?
I'm naturally quite talkative.
So maybe. Do you write them down first? Like,
oh no.
No. You just have it in your head.
I'm a big believer in just off the cuff, you know, just as it comes.
Yeah,
you know, if it's not live, then obviously you can have a few goes at it if you don't feel it was right. But as far as that goes, yeah, I've never written down a script or anything like that. I don't know, that seems really foreign to me. Just you're given a script one day and then having to learn it real quick and then having to do it. I mean, that's a skill in itself. But for me, it's always been more as it comes, ad lib, go with the flow and see what happens, really. A bit like in the ring.
Yeah, what did you prefer, being a face or a heel?
Either. Either or, I don't mind. Like, it's a lot easier for people to hate you than to like you. I'll say that, So if you are a heel, it's obviously if you're going around telling people off, then they're going to give you a lot of grief back. Whereas if you want them to like you, it's just that little bit harder. You got to give them a reason to like you. Do you know what I mean?
You were definitely the face at the event I seen you at, weren't you?
Whereabouts was that?
That was at Truck Fest in.
No, I mean the FWA one.
Oh, can't remember now.
Was it down south? Was it?
Yeah, I think it was down south. Yeah, but I only went to one. My dad, he worked a lot, but he did manage to take me to one. So
okay, that's cool.
Yeah. So
you got to experience it though. That's for its time. FWA was so innovative. It's a good thing that you managed to get to one just to see what was happening at that time.
I actually, in all fairness, I do prefer them live, the UK ones. They're more like, I guess you're more involved, the fans, aren't they? I would say.
Sure. It's a different experience. You can get a feel of what it's like, and obviously, like you say, with all the other fans in attendance and stuff, it's it's a different experience altogether, than just watching it on TV. You can see the action more up close, and like the hits and the strikes and the colours and the pageantry, the music and everything. It's all part of the atmosphere, isn't it?
Yeah, and I think as well, like the wrestlers when it's live, because I have been to WWE and I've been to WCW as well. You're more connecting with the fans as well, aren't you? Like you'll look to the fans and you'll shout something or get them to build you up some energy or something like that.
Yeah. I mean, on TV, things like WWE, they're working more to the cameras, aren't they? Because there's millions of people watching. I mean, although there might be, 10,000 people in an arena, there's still millions in that camera. Do you know what I mean? Whereas on an independent wrestling show, although it is being filmed for whatever, streaming or TV or anything that they've got, I think we're so used to interacting with the crowd as well a lot more, and the cameras, if you know what I mean, because it's just our pedigree of how we've come through. Yeah,
definitely. Yeah. What would you say? My next question was more, what do you think it was like from going to UK wrestling to American wrestling? Because you was in TNA, wasn't you?
Sure, yeah. The difference is just scale and money, really. Like we've never really had a major promotion here where it's been invested in, where it's going to be huge on TV, and wrestlers can quit their jobs and have full-time contracts making a living just in the UK. I talk about it again in the book. It's all about perception. We're doing exactly the same thing as we do on any show. Like whatever shows I would do here, I'm doing that in America, but it's just in a different environment. It's seen by a lot more people. You're perceived as more of a star because you're international. Obviously, being in like the big leagues, like your TNAs and the Ring of Honors and stuff like that, then it helps your career a lot more. And then you come back to this country and people think, you've done a lot more and you're a lot more experienced. So that obviously helps your image as a wrestler here. But I've always said it, like, we do the same thing here as what we do in Japan or America or anywhere in the world. Wrestling is wrestling at the end of the day. It's about getting yourself out there and becoming a star in your own right.
Yeah. Did you find it hard with the different wrestlers over there, or did you get on with them just as much as the ones over here?
Everyone's cool. Like everyone I ever met and worked with over there was always really, really nice. There's a few of them in the book that I got to write a few nice bits about me and some fun times and stuff. Like a lot of the camaraderie that comes along with it. You're from these two different places in the world, but some people you just gel with, you know what I mean? And
Yeah.
I can honestly say, like, the 99% of the time, everywhere I went, I just connected with people and had a great time, great experience, and enjoyed the wrestling and giving the fans everything they wanted to see.
Yeah, sounds great. So let's just say some of the wrestlers you've wrestled, because you've wrestled some really good names, haven't you? You wrestled AJ Styles, didn't you?
Mm-hmm. A few times, yeah.
Yeah. And what was it like to work with the phenomenal one, AJ Styles?
Phenomenal.
Yeah.
Hence the name, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, when he came to England, it was his first ever tour of England, you know, so obviously he wanted to make a great impression. And again, for him coming to England and then going back to America, he looks more of a star because he's a well-traveled wrestler, you know. And obviously he was fantastic before coming here, and he got to show the UK fans what he was all about. And yeah, just a great person outside the ring and tremendous wrestler inside. Can't say enough good things about AJ, and the things he's doing now are just absolutely tremendous to watch.
Yeah, I just wanted to say as well, because I was going to say this earlier, thank you for, with my boy, you put him on the ring so I could take a photo of him.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, of course.
Thank you for that, because he loved it. He was going on about it after. So
little things like that, you know, it means the world. I was a fan from such a young age, and just even getting to meet the wrestlers or just get an autograph or something like that, I know what it means, you know. So just think, it's just having a picture next to the ring or on the ring or something like that. Like, no skin off my nose, man. Like, and it, like you say, if it made his day, then that's a memory for him, you know, forever.
Yeah, he definitely loved it. But my wife didn't like me wearing the mask. She said it give her. She said it give her the ick.
My missus is the same.
Yeah. Oh yeah, thank you for getting him to choose that mask instead of the other one as well.
No worries.
So now you're back in the UK. Do you want to tell us what events you've got coming up? So any fans out there of Jonny Storm can come and see you wrestle live. If
you just want to go onto my Facebook page, Wonder Kid Jonny Storm, or my Instagram, Wonder Kid Jonny Storm, my ex, Wonder Kid Jonny, I always put off week by week all the events that I'm going to be at. So there's always stuff on there where you can find me, and you'll see posters all over the place of everything I'm doing. The summer I'm doing a lot of festivals this year. Like, I met you at Truck Fest, didn't I? I think we're going to be doing a few more of them. We got some big festivals coming up towards the end of the year, with like music festivals with, you know, Craig David and Kings of Leon and people like that. So they're always really fun to do. And of course, regular promotions that I wrestle for, you know, CXW, Falling Star Wrestling. It's just so Kapow, SWF Wrestling. There's so many companies now in the UK. There's always wrestling going on somewhere every weekend. So I'm sure if you look for it, you will find it.
Oh, thank you for that. Yeah, because I think we normally went to the Shepton Mallet one, but this year I go with my father-in-law, my boy, and my brother-in-law, and he wanted to go to that one instead this year. So, and that's it was really, for me personally, I was really like happy that the wrestling was there, because it's the first time it's ever been there, I think.
Yeah.
And it was somewhat different, because the show itself's all right, but I've seen it a million times. I've seen the same 2 months of trucks. I've seen the BMX, who really do a good job at the stunts and all that. But it's the first time that wrestling's been there, I believe.
Yeah. I think a lot of people are picking up on it now, like festivals and fates and things like that. Latitude obviously has had it a few years now, but I think they see the success. It's such a universal thing, wrestling, isn't it? You know, people could just be walking past anywhere and they'll stop and watch it if it's wrestling, because it's just so out there, isn't it, and intriguing to people. So I think it's great that they're starting to have wrestling on all these different places, and it's good for us because it gets wrestling out more in the UK, and hopefully these people who see it at these events will come to like proper shows, later on down the line.
Yeah, definitely. So we've said you've travelled the world. What is your favourite place you've been to?
To wrestle?
Yeah.
Oh, it'll have to be Thailand.
Really?
Thailand was phenomenal. We were there for 3 months on a tour in 2004, 5, something like that. So a good 20 years ago, but back then, like, it's not like Thailand is now, it was proper rough around the edges with, elephants walking down the streets and, snakes being put on you and things like that. So it was a crazy time to be there, but it was just, the culture was fantastic. Absolutely loved it. The weather, the beaches, the food. I do a whole section in my book about food that I had in Thailand, as a laugh, but there's pictures and everything, man. Stick with me on this. I don't want to give it away, but when you read it, you'll be like, I need to get one of those.
It sounds good. It's always good to try something different, isn't it?
Absolutely.
There's only so many pieces of bacon and sausages you can eat.
There you go.
Yeah.
Tremendous country, and we had some great times wrestling there as well. And there's a whole story about how it all ended there again, which I don't want to give away. But it's a hell of a read. Like, it's not what anyone would expect. It's oof.
And you wrote it all by yourself, like?
Yeah, like I said,
you didn't have any help or anything.
Me and my crap computer, we managed to smash it out. I did 5 drafts. I don't know how many drafts you're meant to do or anything like that, but I thought 5 would be enough. And then I had to find, how do I get it printed? I had to get the covers made. All little things you don't even think about, like the size of the book. So obviously I've written all of this on just a Word document, which is A4. And that was, I think when I finished it was something like 200 pages. I was like, oh, that's not too bad. And then when you realise you can't have an A4 book, you've got to have it smaller, right? Because books aren't A4 size unless it's like a manual or something. So when I reduced it in size, it was jumping up in the pages. So and to find the right size, so I was sort of measuring it up against different styles of books and things like that. It's just, after I've written it, like, your work is not done. Like, that's a whole process I had to go through to get it done. Like I say, choosing what your pages are made of, it's like, what? Who thinks about that? It's just random, innit, Getting all like the cover, the spine bit of a book, and the back page, you have to have all that in one to get it uploaded to Amazon, so they can obviously get it printed themselves. That's a whole process as well. I'm not great with computers and stuff, as you know. Just ask Mr. Caps Lock on my crappy computer, but managed to get there in the end. But it was a process, man, and like, glad it's done. Probably the best thing I ever done, but I don't know if I'll do it again. Maybe if I wrestle another 30 years, I'll bring out part 2.
Well, you still could, couldn't you, to be fair?
Well, I don't know if my back will hold up. Maybe Truck Fest.
Yeah. That's what I wanted to speak to you about as well, because I play football. I'm not saying the word soccer because I hate it.
Good, yeah, me too.
So I play football every week, and I've played for years, and I've never had any injuries or anything. I've always been fine. And then I think it was about 2 years ago, I broke my big toe on my right foot. I went to kick the ball and I missed, and I kicked the door frame. I don't know how. It's indoor football. I tried to carry on, but I couldn't. And then literally it was 2 months ago, I did it to my big toe on my left nut as well. So I've broke both big toes now. So I was going to ask you, I know I'm getting a long-winded way around this, but do you get more injuries, would you say, now as you get older? Like, because I'm not like I gather, because obviously you've put a lot of work in. Your body's gone through a lot, hasn't it? So
Yeah. I'd say it's more, it catches up with you. You know, all those years of doing like the crazy style that I did and still do to a certain extent. Do you know what I mean? Touch wood, I've generally been okay, but yeah, 100%. Like, I feel things a lot more the next day after a match, or my lower back's always hurt me. Like if I stand for long periods of time, it just sort of gets stiff and stuff. I guess that's just from years of falling on it. But the funny thing is with injuries, when you stop wrestling, say I had like 2 weeks off or something like that, you'd feel worse. And I think that's because when you wrestle sort of every single week, your body's so used to it, you just deal with the pain, if you know what I mean. But when you stop and you're not wrestling, it's all just, oh, wow, yeah, that hurts, that hurts, that hurts, that hurts. You know, so I guess I've got to keep on wrestling just to keep the pain at bay for a little bit more. Eh?
yeah. What's the worst you've had, would you say?
Concussion. Yeah. I got rather badly dropped on my head one time. This was quite a while ago, but I was knocked out, and there's something like 3-4 minutes of my life I just have no clue of what happened and how I ended up like backstage. Like 1 minute I'm in the ring, and then the next thing I'm backstage asking what happened.
Was that on a live show, was it?
Yeah.
Yeah,
live show. It's weird, isn't it, when you think about it? There's just a few minutes of my life. I have no clue what happened.
Yeah, to be honest, I've been KO'd once as well, and I didn't know what happened either. I got jumped, basically.
No way.
Yeah, and I got up and I was like, what the hell happened, sort of thing. So
Strange.
yeah, that was in Western Super Mud. I don't know if you've ever been there.
Western Super Mud?
Yeah, Western Super Mare.
Oh, yeah, well, I've been there a few times.
Yeah, we call it Western Super Mud because the sea's full of mud.
Yeah, right. We used to go to a bar there. We were on the holiday camps and we did a run around there. We did like Green Sands, you know, the Pontins Park that used to be that way as well. So of a night out, we used to go into Western sometimes. That was always quite a laugh, man.
Yeah, Breen's where I met my wife in Breen.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. And now I live in Gloucestershire with her now.
Gloucestershire, is that an upgrade?
Gloucestershire. I'd say so. Gloucester isn't. Gloucester's not. But we live in a little town called Tetbury, so.
Okay.
Basically King Charles, the fake King Charles. He lived. He's, you know, have you heard of Highgrove?
Yeah, I think so.
That's literally 5-minute drive from my house. So.
Oh, okay, nice.
Yeah, so sometimes he stays in Tetbury.
Oh, wow. You have to kick him out next time he comes down.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely. What about music wise? Like, what type of music are you into?
You might be able to tell from when I came out on shows. The song I'm using at the moment is by a band called Aqua, who you will know, who sings Barbie Girl. It's not Barbie Girl, but it's a song off one of their later albums that is not so well known, but I like it because it's just really sort of poppy and jumpy, and it's one that when it hits, you know, all the crowd are sort of like, oh wow, and can sort of get with, if you know what I mean. I've always been a bit of I think I like a lot of different types of music, but it's mainly been, you know, your Cheese and your 80s and things like that. The other week I went to see the Human League live, which are absolutely fantastic. And who else did we see? We saw Heather Small from M People. Yeah. I've got UB40 coming up. I've got Will Smith coming up in London. Five are doing their reunion gig at the O2 in November. I'm going to that. So, quite a variety mix there. But that should give you an idea of what I like.
You got quite a busy schedule coming up then for music.
Oh, I like my concerts, mate. I like my concerts.
Yeah, they are good. I go to quite a few gigs as well, but I normally go like metal gigs, to be honest.
Metal? Oh, you speak to Fleisch, man. He likes his metal.
Yeah. I wanted to speak to you about I could see you got like a collection in the background.
Mm-hmm. What, my pops?
Can we speak about your pops?
I could show you them. They're all custom pops.
Okay.
But they're not actually ones you can buy. All right. So we got, I don't know if you can see, but we got Alan Partridge. You see that one?
Oh, yeah.
We got David Brent from The Office.
Okay, that's cool.
Okay, these two here, they're actually Thai singers. So, like, there are a couple of singers from Thailand who I really, really like, called Berthongchai and Sekloso, who are absolutely awesome. We've, of course, got Eddie Hitler and Richard from Bottom, which are customs.
Oh, yeah.
From my British comedy, Blackadder. You know Blackadder?
Yeah. Blackadder, yeah.
Basil Fawlty from Fawlty Towers.
Yep. I remember that.
2 Jonny Storm pop vinyls that are custom made, which I got done for me, which are tremendous.
Do you sell the Jonny Storm ones?
No, they're custom. So
you just got them for yourself, sort of thing.
Yeah. Like I don't want to get pops that you can buy in shops. I like having specific ones that you can't buy. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, just for yourself.
Yeah. There's 6 more I want to get. Custom ones. I want to get GTA 5, the 3 main characters, if you play your GTA.
Yeah,
Franklin, Michael. And Trevor.
Yeah, Trevor's the best, I think.
I saw an AI mock-up of it the other day. Tremendous. Okay. So they're 3 I want to get. And the other 3 are from an old TV show called Filthy Rich and Cat Flap. And if you know anything about that. Yeah, you know Bottom, right? Rick Mail and Adrian Edmondson. Yeah. This was the show they did before Bottom.
Oh, okay.
Which I think is absolutely fantastic. So there's 3 characters in that. And the third, it's Richie and Eddie, and there's another character who was, the young ones. Nigel Planner was Neil, the hippie. Yeah. He's their agent in that, and he's really good in it as well. So they're the next loader I want to get.
I might have to see if I can find that to watch it.
Yeah, Filthy Rich and Cat Flap. If you like Bottom, you'll love that.
Yeah.
It was the young ones, then it was that, and then it was Bottom.
Oh, okay.
I think Filthy Rich and Cat Flap's proper up there as well with it.
And where did Drop Dead Fred come into?
I don't know what year that was, but yeah, it was just Rick on his own, though, wasn't it?
Yeah.
That's kind of a cult hit now, isn't it?
Yeah, I remember watching that as a kid.
Office, but yeah, I remember that as a kid. Oh, you're definitely old like me then, mate.
Yeah, I think it's a bit different now. Our parents used to let us watch stuff like that, where we probably wouldn't let our kids watch.
I don't know if Drop Dead Fred was bad, though.
No, that was okay. No, it wasn't that bad.
Yeah, I'm not too sure.
I think he might have had some swearing in or something, but not really bad.
Used to watch it on the old VHS player.
Yeah, remember those.
It's funny because I've actually got a VHS and DVD player all in one machine, because currently at the moment I'm just uploading. I've got all these VHS tapes from when I started wrestling, 95, 96, 97. So I'm converting it from VHS to digital to put it on YouTube, on my YouTube channel. And it's really random going back, but it's a whole process getting it done. Oh, God, it's like VHS to DVD, DVD to digital, then you've got to convert it to MP4, then you've got to upload it to YouTube. It takes forever, but I'm really glad that I had a camcorder with me a lot of the time at matches, and I just film them back in the day. You think how easy it is now, everyone with a phone, you know, can just film anything just like that. But back then it was literally, you'd have to carry around one of those chunky camcorders in your bag or whatever, get someone to film it and all that. So, I'm in the process of sorting all that out at the moment.
Yeah, it's funny you say that, because I was my best mate's best man at his wedding, and I see his dad said to me, I found an old tape from when you and Matty used to do wrestling in his bedroom, and that was like from his old video recorder, the same thing. And he's like, I'll have to get it out for you so you can watch it.
Awesome.
But yeah, we used to do some. I know they say don't try it at home, but I think everybody has, hasn't they?
Yeah, pretty sure.
What about your title bout? I seen that as well as you panned around.
That one, this is just a bit of a shrine, a Jonny Storm shrine over here. That was a belt I won ages ago. I've got a little old action figure made up. You see that?
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
That was a trophy that I've won. These are all trophies that I've won over the years, all different like tournaments and things like that. High Flyer in 2015. These are from a German company, actually, Technical Wrestling. Down here we got, you remember the old trump cards? That's like the bobblehead action figures, all mini Johnny Rumblers. These are pretty cool. See these?
Oh yeah.
Used to sell them. Just all kinds of little bits and bobs, really. Yeah, a bit of a shrine to me. Oh yeah, him up there as well.
Oh yeah. Oh, that's a FIFA card, isn't it?
Yeah. You know that being a football fan.
Yeah. Do you play that game? Do you?
I used to, yeah. It's
a bit repetitive, isn't it?
I used to be the FIFA, mate. I'll kill everyone at FIFA is here, basically. That's all I'm saying. I haven't played in years, but I'll still whip everybody if the chance comes up.
Who do you support then, if I'm allowed to ask?
I support the current champions of the world. You know who that is?
Chelsea. That's a fake cup, that is.
A fake cup? Well,
yeah,
the money wasn't fake that we got for winning it, mate. What was it, 100 million or something?
Yeah, well, yeah. I was guessing you was going to say a London team, because you're from London, aren't you, originally?
Near London, yeah.
Yeah, is it Kent, is it?
Well, I was born in Essex. Now I live in Hertfordshire.
Oh, okay.
The reason I support Chelsea is because my dad was born in West London, and he used to live on in and around the Chelsea area and stuff. So I've just sort of inherited it from him.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's how it goes in the UK, isn't it?
Yeah, pretty much.
Like you pretty much copy your parents.
Yeah, I didn't have a choice.
Nah.
I'm happy where I'm at. I'm happy.
Yeah. So, how long do you reckon you'll be able to go for?
That's a tough question. Like, I think when I feel like I'm not doing it in the ring anymore, not giving, like, the fans aren't enjoying it anymore, where I'm just like looking like crap, then it's probably time to hang up then, you know. But the way I feel now, you know, I still think I can hang at a high level, and I'm wrestling so many different people in so many different places. It's just, I'm still loving the job, you know. So I think as long as I'm enjoying doing it, then go until you can't, right?
Yeah. My next question, you've trained some wrestlers, haven't you?
Mm-hmm.
What is it like to train wrestlers? Is it?
Wow.
Because I seen you helping some of the guys at the event as well, wasn't you?
Yeah, like obviously I've got all this experience, 30 years of wrestling behind me. And the thing I worry about the most is that being British, our identity is going to get lost soon. Because once guys like, you know, not just me, whoever goes from my generation, once they all sort of drop off and disappear, I'm going to pass that on to the next generation, because all we see on the internet is Americanized or Japanese wrestling or anything. You don't really see that much British wrestling style coming through, you know. The one who stands out the most is obviously Zack Sabre Jr., who's phenomenal at what he does. And that's brilliant. But who other than him, British wrestlers, are still like busting out that style, you know? And I'm a little bit worried when our generation goes as well, who's going to pass it on to the next generation, because they're all going to be so brought up in these different styles which aren't their countries, if you know what I mean. It should be a mix. It should be, you know, your British style, your American style, your Japanese style, your lucha style, whatever it is that you want to do. But I just hope British wrestling will always be there and have its own distinct style.
Yeah, because like in WWE at the moment, I was thinking about this. They do have a few British wrestlers at the moment, but I don't know if they have the British style. Yeah, if you get what I mean.
Sure, I'm sure they can do it, but it's probably they might be told not to do it because it's obviously for not so much a British audience when you're in America, right? It is for the world. But your bread and butter is like the American audience, isn't it?
Yeah, definitely. So now we're winding down. What is your recommendation? I don't know why I struggled to say that then.
Okay, I would recommend a TV show called The Shield, which is an old, I think it was from 2002, early 2000s. And it is absolutely fantastic. I'm on season 6 of it at the moment, but it's a proper throwback. It's like corrupt cops and, you know, drama and crime and things like that. But it's the way it's written, the way it's shot and everything, the character is just, it's absolutely tremendous. So I'm watching that at the moment. The TV series, The Shield, just The Shield. That's what it's called. Food-wise, I would say Korean barbecue, which you'd have to read my book to find out about.
Okay. Is the ingredients for that hard to get? Or
no, Google Korean barbecue and you'll see.
Okay, I've heard of it, but I'm not sure what's in it.
Yeah, it can be whatever you want. It's more how it's done. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, okay. Yeah, okay.
How's that?
Yeah, that sounds good to me. And the only last thing we say is just where they can find you if they want to.
Sure.
So you've already mentioned your Instagram and your Facebook and everything, but
yep. Like I say, they're probably the best bets. Wonder Kid Jonny Storm on Instagram, Wonder Kid Jonny on X. Wonder Kid Jonny Storm on Facebook. Obviously, if you want a copy of this bad boy, get on it. Get on the www.johnnystorm.bigcartel.com. And if you want a personalised message, that's absolutely no problem. Just write it in the notes, what you want, send in. And I send it all out personally, you know, so it's with love. You'll get those silk pages, which you can sleep on at night. And yeah, support me. Support me. I need the cash. I need a holiday. I need to eat.
Yeah.
But no, it's a labour of love. And if you're a fan of wrestling and you want to know what I've been up to for the past 30 years and some good insights into everything, then I'm biased, but I think it's a good book. And all the feedback I've had so far is really, really great. Actually, the week it came out in December, it was number 5 on the Amazon lists in the wrestling and MMA books. So I must have been doing something right.
Yeah, that's definitely a good, isn't it?
I don't want to look now because it's been out 6 months. So.
You did it at the right time as well, though, didn't you? You did.
Yeah. I tried
Christmas presents for people.
Yeah, absolutely. But I hope everyone enjoys it, and it's great to talk to you, Scully, and you know, hopefully I'll catch you again at a show coming up down your way or somewhere, wherever. And to all the fans out there, I'm always out and about on the road, so check all the socials online, and hopefully I'll see all you guys soon.
Thank you very much, Jonny.
My pleasure, mate.
Wrestle Magic.